You don't have to eat breakfast, but if you're looking for a quick smoothie, a protein bar, or some delicious muffins for breakfast, give these a try.
Original Murphy on Snapchat. Quick question, I'm not too big of a breakfast person. Is there any type of protein meal replacement shake bar that can replace breakfast? If so, what do you recommend?
If you're not a big breakfast person, bro,
you don't have to have breakfast.
Don't eat breakfast, bro. Honestly.
Breakfast ain't mandatory. Okay, the term breakfast, it just means breaking your fast. So basically it means your first meal of the day. It does not have to be in the morning.
Right now, I don't eat breakfast. I've been doing intermittent fasting for a little while now, and I personally like it. I train in a fasted state. When I get home from the gym, I have like a really high-powered smoothie that I make, and then I have the rest of my meals within 8 hours after that. I have this power smoothie, and I'm gonna show you guys. You don't need to eat breakfast. Like, this is just one of those things like drink milk for strong bones. Mm-hmm. The only way to get strong bones, it's marketing, people.
You need dairy for calcium.
Breakfast is a kind of a propaganda thing, but it's not to say that you shouldn't eat breakfast.
Propaganda, that's the title of this episode now.
It's not to say you shouldn't eat breakfast, but it's not mandatory that you do eat breakfast.
I would say a shake is your best option. You can also do a homemade bar. I know I have one, it's like a peanut butter oat protein bar recipe. So this is a great recipe, and it's found with all these other amazing recipes inside my Fearless Foodie cookbook. When you go to the snacks section, you can find these homemade protein bars along with a bunch of other really healthy snack options. So we'll click this homemade protein bar recipe and then we'll get to work. So first thing you're gonna need is a Cuisinart or a blender. And in the recipe it says that you can also do this without a Cuisinart, but I like this because it is the easiest and fastest way. So what we're gonna do is use the S-blade and we're gonna blend the oats. This is some rolled oats, but they're kind of chunky, and it's fine to use them chunky if you like a chunkier bar, but I like it when they're smoother. I've done this recipe several times and I found that grinding them up is my favorite way. So you're gonna dump them in to the food processor, and this is about 4 cups. You can find the amount in the recipe. You're gonna put the lid on, and here we go. Just get it into a little bit of a finer powder there, and then you're gonna go ahead and put it back in the bowl. So see how it's a different texture. Now it's more like flour, like an oat flour. Okay, so once you've emptied the Cuisinart out, we're gonna go back and use it again, this time with the coconut milk. So I've poured this out of the can. I wanted to show you that it just comes from a can like this, and you wanna look for like a premium coconut milk. We go with the whole fat version. So this is 1 cup measurement, and you're gonna make sure that your blade is in there, your mixing blade, and then you're going to pour that 1 cup of milk. Put the lid on and we'll start blending it on the low speed, and then I'll slowly introduce the protein powder little by little. Okay, so you can see it really starts to thicken up. It's like a pudding consistency now. And our next step is gonna be to add in the oats and the peanut butter. So we're gonna use about a cup of this, so I'm gonna use my same measuring cup that I used with the coconut milk, and I'm gonna fill it up with peanut butter. Here goes. So here's about 1 cup of peanut butter, and as the recipe mentions, you can substitute any kind of nut butter. If you happen to be allergic to peanuts, then use almond butter, cashew butter, sunflower butter. Any type of nut or seed is gonna do great in this recipe, but I am a huge peanut butter fan, so that's why I'm choosing this peanut butter. And in goes the 1 cup, then goes the oats as well, and you can just dump this all in at the same time. And then we're gonna blend it on high speed. It's gonna be a bit crumbly, like this texture, if you can see in here. You want it to be like sort of like a texture of Play-Doh, so it's very moldable in your hands. And so that's a good, nice, dense texture, so you know that it's not going to fall apart once you press it into bars. I've lined a 9-inch square glass pan with parchment paper, and then I'm gonna start to dump the mixture. Use your clean hands, you're gonna press really hard to make it into a solid form. Get a good workout while you're doing this too. My triceps are feeling it. And then this is a no-bake protein bar, so you're completely done at this point. No oven time. You can stick this directly in the fridge and you refrigerate it overnight, and then in the morning when it's really hardened and solid, that's when you want to slice it into your 12 different servings. And then what I like to do is put them into like a Ziploc baggie or wrap them with parchment paper and then take them to go. Don't you have a protein bar that you made?
I have tons in my cookbook.
And in your cookbook, yeah, exactly. So check out some of our like cookbook resources on our recipes on our website and everything, and you'll find some options. You can also make like protein muffins and take them to go.
So moist, so delicious, so good looking, so just gain friendly. Get in my belly.
Question of the day: do you eat breakfast? If so, what do you eat? Share your experiences in the comments section below. Now I want you to go watch this video right over there for 5 more quick breakfast ideas.